Hello, welcome to our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. This is brought to you by you, the men in blue, and the ambulance drivers and the firemen. If you have a story you need to tell, you come to Blue News Mount. And we'll blurt it across the internet before the press has a chance to destroy you. You come. Every cop in Tacoma knows where I live. I'm Blue News Mount. They have permission to give out my telephone number to any cop who has a story to tell. This is leaked to, we're not allowed to say project, we're not allowed to say what project that it was leaked to. It's not in the freedom of speech. We've got guidelines on YouTube. So these are the symbols that are we know if a guy flies a flag upside down that the guy's probably twisted in the head. So there are certain symbols you look for as a cop. I know, I've been there, I've been trained in it. There are certain symbols you look for trouble. He hangs a flag upside down, you want to put him in jail. But the FBI has gone beyond that. These are the symbols. Electrical resistance symbol. The don't tread on me symbol is a sign of a terrorist. A sign of a revolutionary. War image is a sign of a terrorist. The Betsy Ross flag is the sign of a terrorist. The Liberty Tree, the tree of freedom, we've shown that on our program, is a sign of a terrorist. Quoting the Constitution is a sign of a terrorist. Quoting a founding father, give me liberty or give me death, is a sign of someone who's a terrorist. Quoting the Gettysburg Address is a sign of a terrorist. Quoting the Second Amendment is the sign of a terrorist. Use symbols of military networks. Wearing the infantry badge, the Oath Keepers, is a sign of terrorist. Wearing a 3% badge is a sign of a terrorist. Quoting a treaty is a sign of a terrorist. Stating that we have the right to keep and bear arms, Congress will not infringe that, is considered a terrorist. Unbelievable. These are all symbols of terrorists. So let's do something to make sure they understand where I stand. Second Amendment. They do not like the quoting of the First Amendment. Yeah, I don't know what that freak is all about. Oops. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people. It doesn't say mentally retarded, it doesn't say autistic people, it just says the people. To keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Does it say it shall be infringed if you're autistic? No. Does it say it shall be infringed because some ex-wife called the police and said he has guns? No. It says the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That makes me a terrorist by quoting that. I want to make sure that I am on the right side of history. I want to make sure that when the FBI starts taking out cops, and they will eventually, they've said the cops are cannon fodder to me. This is the First Amendment in 1871. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. That means they can't block a church. That means Department of Justice, you should have arrested the governor and governor of New York State and the governor of New York City when they restricted people from going to church. Congress shall make no law. Now, when they pass a bill to fund Google, they're making a law. Congress shall make no law respecting or abridging the freedom of speech. So they're not allowed to give to social media, yet they started social media. Department of Justice should have gone in and arrested those in Congress who voted to fund social media. Or the press. Or abridging the freedom of speech or the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. that doesn't mean you can let Antifa throw firebombs. That doesn't mean you can let any FBI crisis actors throw firebombs, which you've all seen, but we're not allowed to see on YouTube. Or the right of the people to peaceably assemble. What that means is you have to go after those who are not peaceful. Individuals, not shut the riot down. You must arrest those for violation of the Constitution, and you must not release them the next day. Police, you have the obligation to arrest any judge who does not keep in jail someone who unpeacefully assembled, and to petition the government for redress of grievances, which we never do. We sit on our fat rear and we watch TV. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. You know, we're so unfree, I can't even post the First Amendment as a picture on True News Mount. Now, if I quote that, I'm considered a terrorist. So I'm on the right side of history because the U.S. corporation is illegal. And they're in violation of this. And you need to be aware of that. You can't serve two masters, Lucifer and God. You have to decide which side of the fence you're on if you're a cop. It's not an easy decision, but you have to decide. Let alone the Second Amendment, and I don't know what this freak is talking about. A well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, what does that say? Shall not be infringed. The right of the people. Does that say only smart, elite people can carry a gun? Does that say those who the judges say can carry a gun? No, that says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Does that say the right of everybody but a felon can keep and bear arms? No. It says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So do you serve Lucifer and the state, the Sieg Heil state, the corporation of the United States, which is owned by the United Nations and not authorized and not licensed to operate outside of D.C.? Or do you serve the people of the United States? So if I wear this, or if I post this on my home, this home protected by the Second Amendment, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. If I post this on my doorstep, I'm a terrorist. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to see if I can't find that and post that on my house. So to those who consider me a terrorist, kiss my rear, and I'm petitioning the government to defund them. All of the FBI. All of the Department of Justice. While we're at it, how about if we defund the U.S. Treasury? They haven't produced a dollar bill. They've been buying it from China for 10 years. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, that sign will make me a terrorist. Unbelievable. The FBI is just one freaky organization. We knew this day would come. We knew the day of destroying America would come. If I have that poster on my front door, revolutionary, if I have a picture of George Washington in my house, or Abraham Lincoln, or the Gettysburg Address, I am considered a terrorist because I believe in the Constitution. Well, bring it on. I may be an old man, but bring it on. Let's see what happens when you arrest an ambassador. Well, we already know what happened last time. Not a good idea, police. The FBI set them all up to be taken off the planet. And that's not what I want for you. I want you to be healthy, strong, and tell your stories. Put it in the media before these idiots slaughter you in the press for doing something like shooting a guy who's shooting at you. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. We are your voice. For all the police, we are Blue News Mount. We'll see you tomorrow.